before I start, yes, I'm still wearing the mask. And and if you hadn't seen my previous video, I'm gonna say it again. We want Zack Snyder's Justice League, not any other title. Now, I've often said that there's biased and not fair professionalism in the movie universe. And Zack Snyder has always stayed professional when it comes to talking about other directors and giving them the respect that they deserve. And there was a guy, and I'll let you guess his name, who used to present the DC show. And before he presented the DC show, he was on another YouTube channel with two of his mates who constantly put down Zack Snyder's work. So how he got onto the DC Universe TV channel and talk about how he was so great at being positive, I have no idea. But seeing him in the company of Joss Whedon says it all. Have a look at this. And this is thanks to Film Gub that put this up. There we go. There's Joss Whedon. There's the man. I don't know what this is, but let's see what it goes.
Zack Snyder! Ooh! Rhymes with Zack Snyder.
I'm just sitting here.
There would be no chance on Earth that a shot that is made prior or after I left the movie. There would be no way. I would destroy the movie. I would set it on fire before I would use a single frame that I did not photograph. That is a fucking hard fact. I literally would blow that fucking thing up.
Thanks to Film Gub for another great video. Right, so I'm going to just sit myself down here, back in the chair seat. So, well, I always turn on Giggle just to see what's going on. And of course, the day I'm recording this is actually the day where everybody should be tweeting Zack Snyder's Justice League. Right, so what I came across today from Direct, Zack Snyder's Justice League DC reportedly takes issues with the movie's title. Movies' title are always causing problems. 2012's the article titled Avengers was renamed as both Marvel The Avengers and Avengers Assemble for home video to avoid confusion with the 1998 Sean Connery's Uma Thurman film of the same name. Yeah, we would get confused with the same name. Yeah, totally. Yeah, guys dressed up in superhero costumes, minus a guy in a bowler hat and a woman. Yeah, I can see the confusion. Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne's epic showdown began as BVS. Notice that they're always bringing up BVS and everything that's concerning the DCEU. That's because it's the most talked about movie, and I'm not saying good or bad, I'm saying bang in the middle the way a movie should be. Either you love it, you hate it, or whatnot. It's controversial, it's good, and it's worth talking about, unlike other movies. Began as Batman v Superman, but eventually tackled on the subtle dawn of justice ahead of its marketing campaign. Titles reveal a lot about a movie and its content, so it's not exactly surprising when a studio wants its fingerprints all over it. Zack Snyder's rendition of Justice League appears to have hit another speed bump. According to Twitter user, the comic geeks of Geeks Worldwide, higher ups at the DC Films are not keen on the title Zack Snyder's Justice League for the director's cut of 2017 team-up flick. That's because you're admitting fault. That's because with Zack Snyder, it's basically a one finger up your rectum. Because the fans have asked for this for 3 years. We didn't want a Joss Whedon Justice League. We didn't want a Warner Brothers Justice League. We wanted a Zack Snyder's Justice League, the one that he promised that he was doing for us. The one that has got fans prompting Warner Brothers and all the media. The fans that have made Warner Brother movies, one of the most tweeted things in the universe, most talked about film for the last decade. It's made Warner Brothers basically in the headlights saying, we know you can do this, Warner Brothers. Let Zack do his stuff, put his name on, all's forgiven if you do this. But no, Warner Brothers doesn't want to go down that route. No. And you can, this will probably tell you about some weird legal stuff about, I don't know, confusion about the Justice League title. It has to be called Zack Snyder's Justice League title. Because if you just call it Justice League, then you're thinking, it's that bad movie. It's that bad movie that came out originally. So here's a tweet I did from KC Walsh, but Black Lives Matter. I did some asking around. It sounds like the issues with the name Zack Snyder's Justice League are at the DC level. BC, his name comes first in the claim ownership. Notice no DC stuff has really done this before. It sets a legal precedent in favours of the creator over the company. Too bloody right, it favours the creator of the movie. See, when I think of movies, but you know, you get Stephen King's. Okay, he writes that book, but that's not like his movie. It's based on his book or whatnot. What should we call it? DC's Justice League. Is that the new name for it? DC's Justice League instead of Zack Snyder's? Because if you put DC Justice League, that means that this is the real McCoy. This is the real stuff. This is we're all saluting DC fandom here. I mean this is for all DC fans, because it's got DC in front of Justice League. Then everyone should require that this is for the mainstream DC fans. But if you put Zack Snyder's Justice League, then you know it's just an Elseworld movie. It's his version of DC's Justice League. So what's this? I don't know if this has worked. I've just pressed the button. No, that's just a gift. Right, okay. On to the next thing. What this means. Buckle up, kids. Let's talk Hollywood logistics. Oh, so this guy or woman is pretending to know everything and has superior knowledge over the rest of us. Warner Brothers and DC Films are understandably hesitant to include Zack Snyder's name in the HBO Max rendition of Justice League due to ownership concerns. As the comic kid laid out, calling the film Zack Snyder's Justice League gives the director precedence over the studio, and while he may be the one putting the most work into it, Warner Brothers is the one funding the extremely expensive cut. Extremely expensive. Really? Is that where you're going at? Warner Brothers, the one that issued a guy to come in, totally rip a film apart, making the film the most expensive movie done with a number of reshoots. Maybe you wouldn't have had to spend all that money if you had just let Zack finish his stuff. But no, you got another director in, you got another music composer and a whole new team, right, that bullied their way making a movie and then, of course, reshot the film over and over and over again, cutting it, costing more and more money. So, to be honest, and then you make a loss. The end of your DC franchise was started by that really bad movie, when it could have been making loads of money if it was left alone for Zack Snyder. Extremely expensive cut. Why are you putting money into it? Because you know there's people out there that want it. There's people out there that have sent planes over your offices, put posters up in Times Square, donated money to the charities. That is why you want it. Then why HBO want it. What, you're going to call it HBO's Justice League? No. Because it's not. It's Zacks. And he deserves every right the way you harassed and bullied him. So why the dispute? They came to an agreement, right? Well, yes, but including Snyder's name in the title would put the director and studio back at square one. Across all entertainment medium, professionals, sports, music, the film industry and beyond, no one person is bigger than the machine. The fans are bigger than the machine. We've proven that. And we're not one about the machine. Record labels do not go by the Weekend presents Republic Records, and sports teams don't advertise as the Boston Celtics starring Kemba Walker, and the same goes for films. DC likely wants to avoid a dangerous precedent of attaching directors' names to project titles, and that's to start by asking Zack Snyder from HBO's Max Justice League. Precedent, are you copying YouTubers that stupidly made videos straight after the announcement, who was probably against Zack Snyder's Justice League at the first time, kept on saying, oh, it's setting a bad precedent that the fact consumers who pay for your cinema tickets want to see this. That we shouldn't allow Quentin Tarantino's name to be on a film that he created. We shouldn't have Reservoir Dogs. We shouldn't have or anything as long as Quentin Tarantino's name is not mentioned. People are going to see this film because it's a Zack Snyder's film. That is the thing that's buying tickets. That is the thing that is making me want to subscribe and actually forgive Warner Brothers. Unfair? Maybe that's just showbiz, baby. HBO Max presents Justice League, directed but not owned by Zack Snyder. Did I get that right? It's due on streaming service. HBO Max presents Justice League, directed but not owned by Zack Snyder. Justice League is owned by Zack Snyder. It's his story. It's his people he selected for the role. It's his universe of the DC he's created. It's just the same as Gary Moore's Swamp Thing, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Tim Burton's Batman. So, that's all campaign still. Keep tweeting that stuff. Now, yes, James Gunn has got a new title out for the Suicide Squad, Yellow and Red. I don't know the big significance of that. I don't know what makes it big, but hey, there we go. What else? I thought that would be. Let's watch this together. I've not watched it yet, so here we go. This is a teaser.
what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles. Have you ever...
What happened there? Let's watch it again.
You like anyone? I want to be an apex predator. Barbara, what did you do? My life hasn't been what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles. Have you ever been in love? A long, long time ago. You? So many times. Yeah, all the time.
Welcome to the future.
Mm-hmm.
Life is good, but it can be better. And why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it.
I do like that bit.
Think about finally having everything you always wanted. I can save today.
Mm-hmm.
You can save the world.
But from the Wonder Woman.
No. I take what I want in return. Everyone will see.
I do like that bit. That was good.
Everyone needs you. You know what you need to do.
Nothing good is born from lies. Greatness is not what you think.
Alright. Okay, so it's basically just the same thing. I'll probably get copyright, so please, if you see this video, share it if you like it. Yeah, I mean, I love the music. There's a song in the film Tango and Cash. If you've not seen it, check it out. And it's the one with Terry. It's not Terry Hatcher. It's what's her name? Yeah, it's Terry Hatcher. She's in it, and she comes out, and it's a 80s song. And every time I hear it now, I think of that. So every time I hear this music now, I'll be thinking of Wonder Woman. Cheesiness, 80s, fantastic. Now, I don't care about the movie. I'm going to really enjoy the movie, let alone for the music itself. I mean, we did see Cheetah run there, and I don't know, somebody says it's you see a glimpse of her hair and stuff, but I think she looks badass. I know that when she was cast as it, people were a wee bit sceptic about a comedian doing this role, and especially I think she was in that bad Ghostbusters movie that I'm trying to forget. But this will shine a whole new light. And the guy from Games of Thrones and Mark was that Marco or something like that Spanish Mexican sort of drug lord thing. Fantastic casting. Cannot wait for that film. And hopefully now, I know Zack Snyder saying most of the films don't tie into his version of Justice League, but he is the producer. He's still got his hands in the DC. And Warner Brothers, if you played your card rights at the start, he would have took over the DCEU, and who not? It would have been Zack Snyder's DCEU, and I would have been very happy about that, especially with the stuff that's coming out today. And as I say, he helped write the first Wonder Woman. It is Zack's DCEU, and it is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Thanks for watching, and hope you still carry on tweeting. Catch you next time.